Hi everyone, Deathclaw Girl here, and welcome to another one of my videos. You can help support this channel by subscribing and liking. If you want to throw me some caps, there's a link in the description. And now to this video. In this video, I finally tamed another Deathclaw. So I'm just going to walk you through what all I did. Of course, here we're at one of my random spawn locations. I'm just going to show you, yeah, there was just a raider here. Now, if you're looking for raider reputations, any of these raiders or settlers you come across in the wasteland will help for that. Otherwise, now I'm going to show you where I went to tame the Deathclaw. So it's a location very close to the abandoned bog town, and the fast travel point will be Pylon V13, which is northeast of Watoga. Now, when you arrive at Pylon V13, there will be two random spawning cryptids. They could either be the fog crawler like this one, snallygasters, gulpers, or anglers. So if you're ever needing a cryptid or even a glowing one, there's a good chance this particular cryptid will be there. What's it, a 25% chance? Now, at the abandoned Bogtown workshop, there is super mutants and a behemoth. I'm going to fast forward now through this video till I get to the part where I'm taming the Deathclaw. So the location is actually directly west once you do fast travel to Pylon V13. Since I took the workshop, this scene right here, you're seeing me actually fast traveling to the abandoned town workshop, and I'm going to show you a better way to go and find this random location. So you get up to where this, yeah, the break in the road, the red rocket, and off on your right-hand side, you're going to see the little spot. Now, it can be a bunch of different things, and not everything that's here is going to be tameable. But what you're looking for is an animal around level 50, maybe up to 100. I think mostly the Deathclaws and bears will be like 50. Now, this Deathclaw is just named Deathclaw, so that also gives you a pretty good hint that, yeah, this one's going to be tameable. Now, you can see to tame a beast, you need a weapon that does not have a scope. A scope will not work. So even like the submachine gun without a scope will work. I use the flamer. Now you can see it's not working. The only card I have slotted right now is Animal Friend, and it's not working on the Deathclaw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my perk cards and also slot the Wastelander Friend, or yeah, so you can see I'm getting rid of those, keeping Animal Friend, going over here to Wastelander Whisperer. Now, I had heard that you only needed the animal friend to tame, but yeah, that did not work. So best to have both of the cards slotted, Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisper. That way, when you do come across a tameable pet, you'll have both cards needed. Not that you need both cards, but only one card, I think, works on different types of animals. Now that I tamed the animal, what I'm doing now is looking for the friendly fire, and I'm going to heal him. There it goes, because I did damage him. So let me back up because I do want to show you something else. So once I do have those perk cards in Charisma, I have a weapon that does not have a scope on it. I then aim it with the aiming, and Tame and Pacify will come up. You will just hit Tame. It'll ask you to send to the camp. Now, the animal technically should be taking off, but there's this glitch. It's not moving. So I run away after I healed it. It's still not running. It's not running to my camp. So now I'm not sure if I tamed it, and I'm a little panicked because I am on a public world, not a private world. I'm afraid someone's going to come along and tame it or kill it. So what I'm doing is I am fast traveling to the closest fast travel point again, which is the Pylon V13. You'll now be able to see how you go from Pylon V13. Again, you just turn till the compass is slightly, you can see the west on it, slightly to your left. And you're just going to run in that direction, kind of line up that W. And now I'm looking for the Deathclaw. He has moved slightly, But yeah, he didn't take off yet. They're supposed to take off running, and they will run faster than normal. But now, okay, I was just going to leave because that's usually the best thing to do is just leave once they get going. But he's attacking the super mutants while I'm there. So I'm going to assist him until he has cleared this area. And I'm going to keep healing him so that he will survive. Some people will follow the animal all the way back to the camp. You don't have to do that. Actually, I think it's a lot better if you just let the animal go. But because I'm in the area and I am close enough to see it attacking, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it clears this bog town. And then I'm going to let it go by itself. So again, I'm just watching, see if it's attacking anything else. Because, yeah, he has not taken off running like he should have. So one time I saw this mole rat running so fast. I'm like, why is it going so... I've never seen a mole rat run so fast. I'm assuming someone had tamed it and it was heading for the camp. Again, here I'm just taking out the super mutants. I'm trying, yeah, I can't even get the jetpack to work properly. So that they're focused on me and not the Deathclaw. Again, with the flamer, I don't know if you noticed before in the scene before, but I did heal it one more time because it took on a little bit of damage. Now, if you tame like a mole rat, a possum, a squirrel, most likely they're not going to make it to your camp. They are kind of cute to have, but yeah, because they're such a low-level animal with hardly any, yeah, defensive or offensive ability, yeah, they're just not going to make it. Now, right now, I'm looking for the Deathclaw. He finally has taken off. So yeah, now we're good to go. So the next thing you're going to do, if you do this method where you just let them go by themselves, is you're going to have to stay on the server anywhere from a half an hour to an hour. So now I'm just showing you on the map where I tamed the Deathclaw, and I'm showing you the route most likely he's going to take to go up to my camp. The camp, thankfully, is close. He doesn't have a lot of road to go. I think they go in the straightest line possible. So if your camp's on the other side of the map, yeah, it could take anywhere from a half an hour to an hour. If 90 minutes goes by and the animal has not shown up, yeah, you've lost it. It's something happened to it on its way to your camp. And now, straightforward, how to tame an animal. You need to find a random spawn location where only one animal spawns. If an animal spawns with another NPC or any type of other animal, even if it's the opposite type of animal, not the same kind, they cannot be tamed. Even if the animal does spawn by itself, some of them are still not tameable. Tameable animals will be a lower level than you are. I think there's only a few exceptions. Most of them are going to be in the range of 50, unless, of course, they are something else than a Yagway bear or a Deathclaw. I think the hulking mega sloth, it can be up to 100, I think. I have to double check that one. Now, these have kind of changed along the rules change every, I don't know, sometimes different updates, but as of this taming, I did have to have Wasteland Whisperer. I had to have Wasteland Whisper to tame the Deathclaw. It only works on certain types of animals, so having the Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisper both slotted at the same time is the best way to go when taming. Once more, you need a weapon that has no scope whatsoever. So even like weapons that can have a scope on them, as long as you remove the scope and just aim down the barrel, those weapons will also work. So I have used the 10 millimeter before. I like using the flamer the best because it has that other perk card you can slot later that is friendly fire, where you can actually heal your tamed animal once you have actually tamed it so that it has a better chance of reaching home. And again, the best thing to do is let it take off running. Mine did not take off running, so I guarded it through the first town. So I went ahead and guarded it through the abandoned bog town, taking out the super mutants, healing it one more time before it took off on its own. And lastly, you have to wait. Wait till the animal shows up at your camp. Do not switch camps in between. Do not switch camps. Let me repeat that one more time. Do not switch camps in between the animal arriving. Once the animal has arrived at your camp, you can switch. Sometimes the animal will stay. Some of mine have just stayed at the camp I sent it to. Sometimes in the past, the animal will take off running to the brand new camp. I'm hoping that's not the case anymore. So now I've done maybe 10 to 15 minutes of stuff, and now I've fast traveled back to my camp for the first time. And yeah, he is already here. I'm so excited. He only took 15 minutes to arrive. Like I showed you, the camp was very close to where I tamed him. Here's another thing. If you have an animal at your camp that's tamed, do not have that camp out if you tame another animal. Make sure you go to an empty camp, not the same one, because there is a chance that that particular animal will become wild again and leave or attack. I had a bear where I tried to put two in a row at the same camp, and the bear went wild and started attacking Granny. Poor thing, I had to put it down. Now, if that should happen, here's another tip. If that should happen, if you somehow mess up, another animal is coming to that camp, and you preferred to have the animal, like I would have preferred, I think a possum was coming. I would have preferred the bear. You could drop another camp besides the one that the bear's at and going wild at, drop another camp and try to tame him again before he leaves the area. So that's a possibility. So I never thought of that until after, but there was a possibility I could have dropped another camp because the bear went wild. He should still be tameable because technically he still follows all the rules. So there's a possibility I could have tamed him and he could have gone to another camp. But yeah, I just didn't think of it until afterwards. So since I have been starting taming, this is only my second Deathclaw, so they're somewhat hard to find. I find that the Yagwe bears and the Mega Sloths are a little bit easier to find. Again, if you do come across one of the larger predators, go ahead and grab them because you do have, everyone's going to have two camps. So at least you can get two pets, one pet per camp. And this again is the tame pets. You can still have just the regular camp pets. They don't interfere. Like I didn't put them out yet, but I do have the German Shepherds, the white and the regular one that looks like dog meat. And what I'm doing with the water coolers, I'm just getting them out of the way of where the Deathclaw is walking. He seemed to have gotten stuck behind a couple of them, so I got them out of the way. Now I'll talk about the camp machine. I've gone into the shelter because I'm going to show you this circle to kind of give you an illustration. So when you first put out a camp machine to set up your camp, it's basically right in the middle of the circle. It's actually a bubble, a sphere-shaped area where you can build in. Once you have set up the camp machine, you can then move the camp machine anywhere within that sphere. So let me go back outside now. So I will now show you where I set up my camp machine. It does basically tell the tamed animal where it can roam. So I have put it up on the second level so that the animal will not stand on the ground below, but come up on this raised area. And I moved it away from the center, almost towards the corner, so that, yeah, that he's over more in the corner. You might need to play around with the camp machine. I don't know how long it takes, though. I haven't tested that. How long it takes once you actually move the camp machine for the animal to change its roaming pattern. But you can adjust it slightly, similar to how you can adjust the fast travel point for your camp when people come in. All right, I think that is going to be basically it for the taming guide. This is the 2025 taming guide. It seems to have changed back to where you do need both those animal friend uh, Wasteland Whisper. Not that you need both of them for the animals, it's just that they work on particular animals, so you might as well have both of them slotted. It will take 6 points of charisma. This is something fun to do. I love doing this when I'm either done with the score for the day, nothing else is going on, or I finish the seasons and I'm just waiting for the new season to drop. Now I need to name the Deathclaw. I think the other one at the Red Rocket location, I think I named him Fluffy. I think Fluffy is the name of the one at the, what is that event where you go in and have to protect the Deathclaw? I think his name's Fluffy, so I went ahead and called him Fluffy. I'm thinking Boo Boo, but Boo Boo is usually just my backup because I can't come up with another name. So what should I name the Deathclaw at Deathclaw Girls Swamp? All right, that's it. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them for taming. Maybe I wasn't clear with some of the directions. This video does not have my circle of, try to have about an hour of locations to go to because that's usually how long it takes for the or random spawn locations to change what is there. I have about 40 minutes. I usually wait another 10 to 20 before I start the circle again. Or you can just server hop. That's usually what I do too. I server hop to a new location and then I just start the circle again. Both methods are good. If you want to know what my circle is, throw it in the comments. I'll give you a link. I think I do have a live stream where I'm just trying to tame, and that one will have the places that I go to. All right, that's it for me. Deathclaw Girl out. Happy gaming. Happy taming. Let me know. Have you been able to tame an animal yet? And what animal was it? Of what I know, Deathclaws, Yagway bears, mega sloths, possums, squirrels, mole rats, snallygasters, and the Mirelurk king are tameable. All right, hopefully this is helpful, and I'll check you later.